I'm just coming off the back of a video that I published called AI has sucked all of the joy, all the fun out of programming. It seems like it has sucked all of the safety out of it as well. Today, we're gonna ramble a bit about Axios. Axios is this one library that I use. Probably you use if you're in the kind of front end, browser accessing some APIs space. It's a very common, very easy to use, very simple, pretty much one of the most popular libraries that are out there on NPM. So I'll show you this. Axios has pretty much 101 million weekly downloads. Every single week, there's 101 million of this library being pulled into people's code. What does it do? I mean, it helps you perform requests to a backend. There is a fetch API. This fetch API is being supported by multiple browsers. It's been introduced actually 10 years ago at this point, and you can just perform calls without the need of any external libraries such as Axios. However, it's very simple to use. It's very easy. It has some niceties that's added around it. We're not going to delve into the whole kind of war of Axios versus fetch, but we are going to speak a bit about what the hell is happening in this space right now. 83 million weekly users. I'm not sure if this is actually coming on the back of the number that we've just looked at, which is 101 million weekly downloads, but this is probably how many users have downloaded this specific package. So package version 1.14.1, and on the zero track, it was 0.3.4. They were published on the 31st of March with an injected fake package called plain crypto.js. So it's a very interesting, very clever exploit, extremely smart. It wasn't detected. People like Low Level Learning have videos on it already. He's explaining it in a very concise, kind of cybersecurity forwards way, focusing on the actual exploit, on the GitHub tokens that were exploited, all of that. Give it a watch. Really good video. But coming back to the actual situation, the main maintainer, the main person who is responsible for publishing this, named Jason, seems to have been hacked. I mean, hacked is a loaded term, but I think it was a long-lived token that was allowing to publish to NPM that was exploited. Essentially, once you create this type of token and you put it in your CI/CD pipeline, I mean, anytime you perform any changes and you want the CI/CD pipeline to push out these changes, you don't want to bother with it. You don't want to go back in and re-authenticate it every time. Naturally, it makes sense that you would want to create a token that just lives for however long you need it. It does the thing. Problem is, if you don't account for these tokens, if you don't expire them at the source where these tokens are issued, if you forget about it, and for whatever reason someone steals your token, then you're kind of screwed. The attacker can then take your token and access NPM, or for example, GitHub, you can create a personal access token, and I think these are legacy tokens right now, but you could take over someone else's account completely and perform operations on their behalf. So in this case, I think this is pretty much what happened. NPM token that is issued to the Axios project, to JSON, to whoever had access to publish these packages. When that token got exploited, this Trojan horse attack was carried out using that token. Supply chain attack. Who knew? Here's a Redditor sharing supposedly an unpopular opinion that NPM is the biggest weakness of the internet. And I know consolidation of services and deployments into data centers like AWS or Azure or Google Cloud, even Cloudflare, standing in front of all the websites that are serving traffic to people, is risky. That is something that one single failure point could take down a lot of the internet at once. So to dive a bit deeper into this opinion, the number of dependencies people add to the dependencies they're creating is ridiculously large. Before NPM, we treated adding dependencies as something selective, something we had to study and choose very carefully. Now with NPM, I install a popular library and it comes with 300 other unwanted dependencies, some of which don't even seem to make any sense for the tool I'm downloading. It makes sense you download Axios. I mean, it's probably not the only dependency that's being installed on your machine. Axios probably requires some other things, and naturally does, as we saw, plain crypto.js being as one of the other dependencies, was downloaded to people's computers, to their machines, servers, when they were pulling Axios. Naturally, this dependency had a post-install script. Post-install scripts are a great way to actually bootstrap the dependency. For example, maybe there's a machine that you downloaded this on, and that machine is running a different operating system. Naturally, that means you would need to do some sort of different steps to actually make this work properly. So this is actually a feature. It's not a bug, but this is exploitable, just like anything else that pulls code or is able to execute arbitrary operations somewhere else. This was exploited. So back to the main point. AI is here. We're not going to escape it, but what that means, it's easier than ever to actually create more code than we are comfortable reviewing at the same time. It's easier to kick off an agent and let it try and find vulnerabilities and exploits and even come up with these Trojan attacks. So stay safe out there. Be sure to have a look at any of your projects that are using Axios. Make sure that you are not on those vulnerable versions. Like I said before, the two exploited ones were 1.14.1 and 0.30.4, which again, funny thing, I personally think the security practice that should be followed is always update everything, right? Because naturally there's bug fixes and zero-day exploits that are being mitigated with the new updates, the new security updates, anything. If you were going to check the releases of the actual repository and NPM, you'll notice that the vulnerable versions have been pulled from these repositories. So update, aka downgrade yourself back to the safe versions and stay safe. This is probably going to get more and more often with the rise of AI and just how big of an attack surface this is, especially NPM as the node package manager, where every single package you're downloading nowadays seems to download another 50 packages. And I don't think this is going to stop anytime soon. So stay safe out there and catch you all in the next one.